Hi, my name is James Lawless, and I'm the designer of Reign and Conquer. So, thank you so much for watching today. Just want to briefly go over the highlights of the game and why you might be interested in playing it. What is Reign and Conquer? Um, Reign and Conquer is a grand strategy, a military game similar to Risk. I would say there's a lot of Risk-like elements to it, with other things baked in. Me personally, I've always grown up loving grand strategy games like Total War and Age of Empires, and always wanted to bring that to the tabletop. So that's that. This is my attempt at that. Um, what is the point of Reign and Conquer? Well, it's just that. So, in one hand, one objective is to launch and succeed in a military campaign. The other hand, you also have to maintain your own empire, and you have to protect it from not just the external threats of enemy factions and enemy players, but also things like internal unrest, rebellions that could break out. There's plagues that could cause a downturn in your own faction. So there's lots of intrigue, I believe, with that. Um, what makes it so special, in my opinion, what makes it very replayable is that the game is extremely different every time. The board is generated completely different each time. So each time you sit down and play, there'll be the power focus will be different each time as far as like where all the units are. And along with that, there are 7 playable factions with room for a lot of expansion too. So whether you are the type of player that wants to go all out warfare, or if you like to sit back and maybe play it a little safe and maybe build up a super economy that really gets rolling later in the game. And then there's a lot of factions in between for that too. So uh, basically there's a play style for every type of person out there that sits down and plays these, what I would call an event game, a game that's going to be taking probably an hour, 2 hours or more. Um, so yeah. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you're a big fan of grand strategy games, and you like Risk, you like maybe Warhammer, something like that, I took a lot of inspiration from all of those elements. So if I had to describe it in one word, this is somewhere between Risk and Warhammer. It's kind of like a stopgap between that, right? So yeah, but yeah, if you're interested, please stick around, watch the other videos as we go through the turn sequence and what that looks like. And thank you so much for watching.